Hey everybody, welcome in. Thank y'all for being here. It's Saturday. I'm not coming on camera, so we'll just go live like this. I appreciate y'all being here. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. You know, it's a free way to support the channel. Hey Harlem, hey everybody that's in here. Not sure who else is here, but hey, let us know where you're tuning in from. We got a couple of things to get into tonight. So we were supposed to watch the fight live, and I had the times all messed up, and it was a good one. But we won't miss Krishan. But I want to talk about that too. I want to talk about this fight. So we got Tasha K to talk about Cardi B, some things with them. We got Nicki Minaj's sister to talk about and what y'all think about that. We got Smokey Robinson. There's a lot. We won't keep you long, but we'll stay here for a little bit. So come on in. Don't forget to hit the like, share this out, let your friends know we're here. We're going to get started in about the next 15 seconds, I guess. We'll give them 15 to 30 seconds, and then we'll just get started. And whoever comes in, comes in. Whoever watches the replay, thank you for joining us later. Give us about just a few more minutes. All right, let me share with my friends. I don't know where Bridget's been like. Well, I haven't been on here. That's one thing. So I'm gonna text her and a couple other people, and then we can get started. All right. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Again, I won't be on the camera tonight, so sorry about that. Let's get started. I want to talk about Egypt first. So for those of you that don't know, the few of us that are here, we'll get other people that will come in. But anyway, she is Peppa's from Salt and Peppa. She is Peppa's daughter, Tretch's daughter from Naughty by Nature. And I guess she wanted to become a boxer. She trained. Her body is banging. Like, she looks good. She got prepared, it looks like. But let's talk about this. But I want to show her on the screen. Oh, go back over here. Okay, share my screen. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Thank y'all for being here. All right. So here's our first topic tonight. It is Eygypt Criss. There we go. She had her debut boxing match today, and this is how it went, y'all. The button. I just said it. She went. All right. So first of all, I hate that she had this fight with this particular person, and only because this is a seasoned boxer. She is an Olympian boxer. I think she got 2 gold medals. And very seasoned. Where Egypt is, that's what I was thinking, Harlem, right? Where Egypt is, Clarissa will be her up to. FYI. But where Egypt is not, she's just an amateur, right? And so I don't think you should take her and put her, whoever her trainer is, her managers, her people, like you don't go and throw her in the ring with a two-time Olympian, a gold medalist. Like you don't do that. And no wonder she only made 1.5 rounds with this girl. And she got beat up pretty bad. Like I'm looking at it, and I'm not a boxer, but I've been watching boxing all my life because my dad and my brothers boxed. My dad was into it. He would take us to the boxing matches, and I didn't even see where she was blocking her face. I don't know who trained her. But there was an interview that they had, and Jada Jones is her name, I believe, that she fought. She was saying, like, after the first round, you will know if this is what you want to do or not. And they said, go ahead and tell us what you mean by that. And she was like, if you're not, I can't remember word for word, but pretty much if you're not experienced after that first round, you'll know if it's something you want to walk away from. And I really am hoping that she's just like, well, I tried it once and I'm done. Or either they go back and they reevaluate every part of this, right? And you figure out match her correctly. I feel like she could get in the ring with a Krishan, right? I think they have the same amateur skills. I think they both are street fighters because I think Egypt can fight. I think that that would have been a good match. And Egypt called Krishan out, but they didn't pick her for Krishan. And so Harlem said maybe Egypt's husband trained her. And you remember as we watched growing up, was it growing up? What was it? Their reality show, Growing Up Hip Hop. I can't remember, but I watched it every episode. But anyway, if you watched it, and when she met this man who now is her husband, everybody in the entire whole world was against her being with this man. But she said she loved him, but he was very controlling. And so I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't Growing Up Hip Hop. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if it was him that is training her or calling the shots. But I just don't like this for her. I don't like that this happened to her. And I'm sure her parents are not excited about it either. But when you grown, do what you want to do, love who you want to love. But I just feel like this was a horrible, horrible match for her. I even feel like, and we were going to watch this live, but the time they fought 1:30 Central Time. So it was 2:30 Eastern, 1, 12, 11 o'clock in the morning Pacific. So I was thinking they were going to fight this evening. And I was looking at it and I couldn't even find them on the. Y'all still with me? I got kicked out. Everybody here? Gosh, it just went blank. But anyway, as I was saying, she this wasn't the fight for her. I don't think it's gonna be the fight for Krishan. Y'all know Krishan can fight. We know she can get down through there, but I don't think this is going to be the fight for her either. However, we do have her on point. We will be watching that live. So anyway, I mean, whatever Egypt decides to do, if she decides to continue to be in the ring, go back and train some more and do it, then I wish her luck. I just don't want to see her beat up like that. I hated that went all through me to see her face like that, and then just how she just fell flat on her face. Like, that's horrible. But I mean, that's the name of the game too, right? That's part of it. So that's the chance you take when you get in the ring as well. So anyway, Krishan box next month. We're gonna be watching that. We ain't missing that. I'm gonna figure out the time. I'm gonna figure out setup and everything. We don't want to miss that. So let's move on. Good luck to you, Egypt. I hate it. All right, what's next? I want to talk about Tasha K really quick and what she got going on. So I was looking at Tasha K. I was just kind of scrolling today, and I was watching Tasha K. Um, let me see if I can get it up here. I was watching. It wasn't a live. Well, it was a live, but she didn't come on like I have it. But she went live and she was just having a conversation because the information came out that um she created a GoFundMe to pretty much come up with the funds to pay Cardi B. Basically, she owes Cardi B about 3 point. I'm pulling it up, y'all. Just a second. Okay, so boxing isn't something to play with. You have to train. Exactly. Like, it from the outside looking in, you might think, oh, I can do that. Like, I got the skills to do that. But you can get hurt if you don't know what you're doing and if you're not properly trained and if you don't give yourself the right amount of time to train for that. It's just not for it ain't for everybody. And so it's something that you have to work at, and it's not something that's overnight, your overnight skill to do. So anyway, again, if she decides to keep going, or if he tells her, I don't know what he's doing, but I just wish her the best. So let's move on to Tasha K. So there was a GoFundMe that Tasha K created, and I guess like people were coming for Tasha K, and they were like about her posting this or creating this GoFundMe. And so Tasha K came out and she was talking about this GoFundMe. First of all, my question to y'all is, do y'all think that, that it's okay for Tasha to create this GoFundMe to be able to pay? Because for me, I'll tell you what I think. You can do what you want to do. They said not to talk. They pretty much told her that she couldn't mention her name or talk about her, but she has to pay her. And she continues to say that she doesn't have the money to pay Cardi B, right? So, and that's why she filed bankruptcy so they wouldn't garnish her. Now, granted, Tasha K is making a lot of money just on her YouTube alone. But just think about everything else she has going on that's bringing revenue in, right? So Tasha K has money, but just because she has money coming in, we got to remember she still has a household to take care of. She still have kids to take care of. So there's still overhead there's a lot, that you have to pay for. Okay. But yes, she lost the judgment and she has to pay for it. Why do you think that people are giving her grief behind creating a GoFundMe? And just like she's saying here, I don't have $3.5 million just sitting in cash or just sitting around, because if she did, she'd probably pay her just to get past it. But on her live today, she was ranting and raving. She went off. She said she just wants this to be over. She wants God to break the chains on this. She just wants, like something to happen for her to get past this. But here's the reality of things also. She said she's been going to court for 9 years. 2 years after she created her channel, it went viral, whatever. But she then ended up in court, and somebody's always trying to sue her. But the more money, more problems, and I do believe that. But I think also, why should people have to help her with that? That was on her. Exactly. So, and I feel like that too. I feel like I say that too, so people have the option to do that or not, to help her or not. But again, all of this could have been avoided if she just would have took the video down. And it's going to go back to that, right? We're going to always circle back to that, because all the request is for you to please take the video down and stop talking about me. And as much content as there is out there, for me, I would have took the video down and I would have moved on to the next. That's just me though. And now the consequence is that you got a judgment, you lost in court and you have to pay her. So I guess what I would say also is that if you're gonna, you have the right to create a GoFundMe, to pay whatever, to do whatever you're creating it for. But again, to Harlem's point, no one is obligated to do that. So if I don't know, but I mean, Tasha got some pretty faithful fans too. So I mean, if they want to help her, APZ, what's up, girl? If they want to help her with the GoFundMe, okay, fine. But I also feel like you can't be talking crap, right? If you ain't got it, and but that's just how, I mean, this is who she is, and that's how she built her channel on talking crap about people. And so she's got to continue to do that. But I feel like it was a simple fix. Just take the video down and don't talk about her no more. But you wanted to take it. I mean, you wouldn't take it down. She warned you she was going to take you to court, and she actually won the judgment because what you were saying about her was not true. And again, you got to suffer the consequences of that. But people are really giving her grief about this GoFundMe. I had said that she had some pretty faithful fans, and Harlem said, I don't know if they are faithful enough to pay $3 million. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know either. I don't know that she'll reach a $3 million number, right? I know there'll be some that'll give her something, but I don't think that they will reach the $3,000 mark. Because I don't, again, how dedicated are they? How faithful are they to her? I just feel like they also said there was a payment plan. What happened to the payment plan? Is she not able to reach the payment plan either? Like that's my question. I'm like, if you're sticking to the plan, then Cardi B really can't come and say and request, because Cardi B came out and said she wants her lawyers to go to the judge. They want to call Tasha K in, and they want to comb through all of her finances. They want to know where if they're overseas, they're going to find it. If they're wherever, they want to find where the finances is and get Cardi B paid. So $20,000 a month. Tasha K does pretty good, I believe, on her YouTube channel alone. But again, we got to know that she still got to pay her bills and stuff at home. So I don't know if she's struggling to pay that $20,000 a month, or if she's creating the GoFundMe just to get it over with, because she said she wants it over. She was ranting on her channel today, almost to tears. Like, I heard frustration, I heard her mad, I had anger, I heard sadness, I heard worry. I don't know, but a lot of people want to sue Tasha K. And she said, like, if I was to go and pay Cardi B, I would have nothing. That would wipe me out. It would take my business down. She said it would wipe my business out. She said, granted, I could start another business, but if I paid her that money, all that money, it would wipe my business out, period. But those are the things you have to think about, right? Because we didn't have to be here. We did not have to be here if you would have gone ahead and just took it down. And I hate to keep beating a dead horse, but I mean, ain't that the truth? She just wants it over with. She has some nerve. Yeah. She said, I just want this over with. I'm praying that Jesus breaks the chains on this. Just let it be over like you did. I hope that moving forward, that she would be more mindful of what it's going to be like, with people suing you and you don't listen to what they ask of you. People don't want you putting their business out in the street, which you can't. I mean, that's what you do. You do have that. I mean, that's your channel. Like we all do. We all talk about the trending, what's trending, right? But to say that the things that you said about Cardi B and all she said was taken down, now you done found yourself in $3.5 million worth of debt that you obviously, it looks like, can't pay for. So I don't know. I'll be interested to see how many people will contribute to the GoFundMe. But she was ranting today. Like she's had enough. She's over it. But she is still nasty. Haven't learned anything from. Oh, she is. She is. But you know what, APZ? That's what her channel's built on. That's what people love. And that's how she got those viral moments. They love this kind of stuff. And so she's going to have that support. So now she came back out of it. That's just what she built her channel on. But I mean, I think that some of the stuff, like I said earlier on one of my shorts, I believe, like, listen, you can do that. You can talk about it. You can put it out there. But you can also, there's a way to do it, right? Or you can there's so much other stuff to talk about. I don't know. Tasha is just Tasha. And she's going to do whatever to make the coin and to make her channel pop. She said today that she is the top entertainment reporter globally across the world. And I'll say this, if she ain't the top, she's one of the top. But she's there because she can get grimy with her reporting. And she digs deep. She hits below the belt. And people love that, right? That's why. That's why she is who she is. That's why she's where she's at. But yeah. So basically what it's saying, APZ, is that if you continue doing the same thing, going down the same road as you did with the Cardi B situation, you'll find yourself back in court again. But she's always saying, though, I have lawyers now. I have brilliant lawyers now. And they got me. My lawyers got me. I don't care how brilliant your lawyers are, though. There could still be another Cardi situation if you're not careful. That's what I think. So anyway, that's that on Tasha K. Let's move right along. How's everybody tonight? Don't forget to hit the like button as you come in. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I appreciate y'all being here. So let's talk about this one. Share my. So, all right, let's move on. Ray J. Y'all know I got to talk about Ray J. So Ray J's mom came out and, kind of just confirmed that what he was telling us about his health was pretty much true. She never mentioned that. Well, she said they kept saying it was life-threatening, right? But she came out and she defended that he's not out here just saying the things, right? She tells us about his situation. So basically a little bit of it.
So the next day they did an angiogram. And the angiogram indicated that he had a serious heart disease, was when blood was pumping 15 to 20%, blood flow was 15 to 20% to his heart. Now, anybody that knows that, they understand that that is a very serious condition. It was so scary and serious that every other word that was explained to us was, this is life-threatening. It's like it rings in my ear, life-threatening. It's almost like if he made one move or did one thing, it's life-threatening. So they determined that he had cardiomyopathy. And from how they explained it, it was not enough blood pumping into his heart. Are you guys with me?
All right. So she came out and she shared that. And so right after that, whenever she, what is going on with this computer? It's doing all kind of stuff. Whenever she came out and said that, he comes out and he's going on a rant. Part of his rant, y'all, let me see if I have it. Do I have Ray? Yeah. Yep, here it is. All right. So part of his rant, and shout out to the media YouTube, right? He came out and people was like, he was ranting and he was like, what, come out of the closet? I've been out of the closet, as though to say like he came out of the closet and he's that way, right? So I want y'all to hear it. Let me get her off. And then let me grab him. I don't know if it's going to play this way. I might have to go the other way. Yeah, no, it's not going to go that way. Yeah, me too. Like I never not believed him when he was saying that he was sick. I just wasn't sure about him saying he won't make it through the year, right? Because he was saying, if I do what the doctor says, I'll be fine. But I feel bad for her because she loves her kids bad, like any mother, right? And so I felt sorry for her as she said it. But here, let's listen to this after she came out. And I want to shout out to the media YouTuber. We won't use much of it without stopping and starting, so we don't get dinged for it.
There would be someone as close to us. And Ray says, Mom, it's probably nothing. It's just probably remnants from the old pneumonia. So then it was so scary.
How do I get, what am I doing?
To 20% to his heart. It was so scary and serious that every other word.
There we go. So pretty much, like he said that he was supposed to be staying sober, that he wasn't gonna, mess up. He was looking really good actually when he came out of the hospital. And so when she came out and said that, they was like, you might as well go ahead and come out the closet now, Ray. People. So he went off about that. And he looks like to me that maybe he may have been drinking or on something when he did that. But I I don't know. I can just imagine how she's feeling. I know he had came on live one time and he was saying, "Okay, mama, I promise I'm not gonna crash out. I promise I'm gonna make you happy." Like she's probably been talking to him and saying, "Ray, you gotta stop. You gotta stop doing what you're doing." And so anyway, he is definitely ill. And that's bad. I mean, that's very serious. They said that he had a concert, and after the concert, he kind of fell out, like he kind of passed out. So I think he's doing too much still. But we just gotta pray for Ray. Just gotta pray for him because I mean his mom is suffering from his actions alone. His actions alone. And then now he's sick, that's stressing her out. I feel bad for them. I feel bad for him. Like I don't want him to be sick. Definitely don't want him to be sick. So anyway, that's Ray. That's Ray J. Let's move on. Do I think Ray J is gay? No, until I know that he's not. Like, so no. I don't think so. Oh, hey, right. He said Tasha K. In sports, this is called an unforced error. She brought it on herself. Also, it didn't have to go to court. Yep, she could have took it down. 75 minutes behind. Catching up fast at 2 times. Okay. All right, so let's move on. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the channel. Don't forget to hit the like button. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. But definitely, if you will, hit that link button, hit the like button. It keeps us in the algorithm. And it's also a free way to support our channel. So let's move on to the next. So Dwight Howard's woman or wife came out. And she's ranting about. So let me tell y'all who Dwight is first. Dwight Howard. He's an basketball player. He's a former professional basketball player and NBA champion. His nickname was Superman for his athleticism. Well, what we can know, just some fun facts about him is that him and Kobe Bryant didn't speak for months after an argument they had gotten to during a game. Another one is Howard believes he can still help NBA team watching DeAndre he can still help the NBA teams. And Howard wants NBA farewell tour like Al Horford and Taj Gibson. So there's just some things to know about him. But anyway, that's not what we're here for. We're here because his wife got on the internet and was distraught about what happened. So I'll go ahead and share the video about him. I'm not sure how many of y'all are like basketball or sports fans, but this just happened to be on live. So oops, sorry about that, y'all. So I don't know if y'all know who. Oh, good. Hey, Mike Morgan. So that's who Dwayne Howard is. But his wife came out ranting, saying that CPS was called, like she had left him a couple of times. Her friends were telling her, "Don't leave him," like you said, for better or for worse. He came back, and she had to suffer through what he was doing to the kids. So let's listen to what she had to say. Because you just never know what people are doing behind the scenes.
And to know me, you know I am so prideful and so private. It hurt me so bad to have to even protect myself in this type of way. But my marriage has landed me in a very dangerous position. My stepdaughter was just taken by CPS because of her father. CPS and the police have been here 3 times in less than 3 months, and I stood in it with my husband, even though I was scared for my own self. Whatever he wanted me to say, whatever it was, I'm thinking this is my husband. I had everybody around me saying, even after I tried to divorce him the first time, everybody around me says, you can't leave your husband this soon. You said through sickness, through health, through just, you said through good or bad. That's why I came back, but this is going way too far. But it's not even about me, it's about the kids. The stuff that I have to go through with the kids, I have to be witnesses to. I'm in the police at the house. They ask me questions. I don't know how do I lie for my husband. I've never been married before. I am in love with my husband. I don't want him to get in trouble.
Here's my thing. But here's my thing though. I'm gonna stop it really quick. When it comes to the children, like what I'm taking from this, because if CPS took the child out of the house, that means there was some abuse going on or something was going on that wasn't right with these children to make them unsafe, right? So if there, regardless, I mean, if your husband is doing something to the children that are unsafe, that is illegal, that is not legal, excuse me, sorry. I mean, you have to tell it. You have to tell the truth. And then now the police is coming and they done snatched the baby out the house because what? So now I'm wondering, was it that he was a child abuse? What was it that took him out? That made them take the baby out of the home. So Royce, yes, I remember Royce. Royce from Basketball Wives was did she date him? Not married to him, right? I think she just dated him, and she didn't have good things to say about him either. But what I'm gathering is that she was told, like, I would not marry him if I was you. I wouldn't be with. This is why, and these are the reasons why. But she still went ahead and married him. She tried to divorce him. Now people are saying, "Oh, you're married now. You might as well stay with him." Like, what the heck? Who is him? I mean, who is him? Who is Dwight? Like, who are you behind closed doors is what I want to know, for a child to have to be snatched out of a home.
Well, of course, I'll be his alibi, but this is going way too far. And now I'm getting mixed all in this. I have been with this man for 14 months. I cannot ruin my entire life for something that this person is doing. I just cannot do it. I tried to get so much help. I asked for counseling in our marriage. We went through 2 different counselors. When I say I love my husband, I don't want to leave my husband. But the positions he keeps putting me in, and it's all over nothing. I keep telling people he needs some help, y'all. I live with him. This is not him. This is not the white.
So if he needs help and you're in the home with him, are we saying that, are you telling him, like, let's get some help? Or is he denying the help? Or is the help that you're getting not helping him? Like, is he on drugs? Like, I don't know. I really don't know. Let me see what the chat is saying. Royce has a son with him. Ooh, oh Lordy. I didn't think they got married though, but she was warned years ago about him and she didn't listen. And this is what happens. It's just like what we talked about with Tasha K. Tried to tell you, just take it down, take the video down, take it down. Now you're in court for $3.5 million. You got to listen to people. And she said the son was taken from Roy. Roy said, what? What the world? He's allegedly down low and rugs. Oh. Yes, that's what I say, Mike. Mike, that's what I say. I agree 1,000%. Leave him. He's always been suspect. Obviously, Royce knows about it. And people are telling you about it. And now you're seeing and experiencing it. If this man does not want to get help and he's going to keep on doing the And he's going to keep on doing the things that he's doing and not try to change him. No one can change Dwight Howard. Dwight has to change himself. He has to want to change and want to take the help. And if he's not willing to change and recognize what he's doing to people, then you can't be with him. And like, what is he doing? Is he kicking her butt too? Like, I don't know. Like, she's at one point said she's afraid for her life. So it has to be, you have to listen to people. And you have to listen and go with your heart. Your heart is telling him to leave him. It's telling you to leave him. Your heart is saying go. But for some reason, I get that you love him, but how are you helping him? If you love him, how are you helping him by being an alibi and by covering up for him? You have to help him, and helping him is not covering up for him. All of this activity was done in the house with the children there, allegedly. And so that's the problem, because then that's one of the big problems. The children were there. You can't be doing that around the kids. And if you're in fear of your life, why stick around? And trust me, what we just went through personally, you need to leave him. You gotta go. You can't stay. You can't stay in a situation that's causing you to fear for your life, because it really happens in real life that if it gets too bad, somebody could be unalived, and no one wants to experience that. You gotta go. Gay J. Is he or is he not? Let's see, what are you saying? Personally, I don't care. Live your truth. If you want to play with booties and do you only have one life to live. Yeah, I don't know what Ray's doing. I don't know what Ray J's doing. It's crazy. But yeah, so back to Dwight. I don't know. I think the bottom line here is very transparent, and that's you gotta go. You have to leave. If he doesn't want to be inpatient and get extensive help for the issues that he has, somebody's going to end up hurt really bad. And for you to have to come on live and do this and talk about it, you should be packing your things. Let's go. Where's her family, y'all? But she said the people around her are telling her she should stay because she's married now. I don't care. I mean, I respect marriages. I do. But at some point, you have to look out for yourself and if you're going to be hurt in this marriage, right? I hate it. I hate this happening to her. But again, like Mike said, you were warned about it before. Protecting your hubby is one thing, but once the police or CPS starts asking questions and you lie, obstruction of justice, now you're getting yourself in trouble, or hurt. So I feel like what she's saying here is that if she didn't, I wonder what he is saying would say if she wasn't his alibi and she wouldn't lie for him. Like, does that mean she gets jumped on? Does that mean, because she's saying afraid of her life? So I don't know. I hate it for her, though. I hate it for her for the simple fact that she's torn between her safety and leaving him and protecting him. And it's right. Right said it. You couldn't have said it better. Like, protecting your husband from something is one thing, literally protecting him from something legit, right? But to be an alibi for him and lie for him, you're going to get yourself caught up either in jail, or he's going to ultimately could possibly take you out. She left 2 months and family and friends told her marriages go through things, and she went back. No. They're not the one experiencing it. Is this the family saying go back because he's a basketball player and has money? Like, what are we here for? Do we not care about her life and her safety? She said he has the kids live for him. Yep. Ooh. What are you doing, Dwight? Thank you for that, Harlem, though. My mind's telling me no, but my body, yeah. Mm-mm. At some point, you got to put your big girl panties on and you got to say, I got to go. And I wish you the best because we tried. Tried to get you help. You didn't want the help. I got to go. Save your life. Save the kids. Why would you protect him over the kids? You were scared for the kids. You said that. I'm scared for myself, scared for the kids. I had to sit back and watch what the kids had to go through. Like, that's all jacked up. All they both need help. She needs mental health help. I hate it for her. Sad. All right. I think I'm going to follow this and dig more into it and see what else, because I want to know what the heck is Dwight, like, what are you up? What are you doing? And where's your family? Why? Who's not telling you the truth? Or everybody just brushing it under the, is everybody just sweeping it on the rug? It's a shame. All right, let's move on. Let's move on, because then it just makes me mad. Because he don't have to do that. All right, let's move on to the legendary Smokey Robinson. What is going on with Smokey? So y'all know that we covered this. We covered this about his alleged these allegations against him for SA. And so he's facing a $50 million SA lawsuit that was filed in almost a year ago in May of 2025. And it was about, 4 of his former housekeepers, and also against his wife. They said she was so mean to them. She was so mean and rude to them. And that he actually, let me see. And that he actually, so basically, as of late 2025, a total of 6 now former employees have accused Robinson of S battery, and other misconduct, bringing the total number of accusers to 6. The criminal investigation is the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department confirmed an active investigation into these allegations, which are said to have occurred between 2006 and 2024, which is very recent. He is 84 years old. At this point, he is getting ready to go back out on tour, and his lawyer is coming out saying that these women are saying that they're making these allegations because of money, and they know the right time to come out because he's just put out dates for his tours. He got new dates out for his tour that's coming up. And so they feel like he's going to make a lot of money. And so they can basically move forward with the lawsuit or whatever. Let me turn that off. So let me see. So anyway, let me continue to read it. And then it says the defense and the countersuit. So Smokey Robinson did countersuit these people, right? And this is what the lawyer came out and said. They said that Robinson had adamantly denied all allegations, calling them a vile extortion attempt, and filed a $5 million countersuit for defamation, slander, and emotional distress. So here's the trial information. A judge ruled in September of 2025 that the accusers may remain anonymous. So we're not going to know who they are if they don't want to be known, and that they will have a trial, that there is a trial that is scheduled for October 2027, so another year. So despite the allegations, Robinson has continued to perform, including summer of 2025 concert dates in UK, which is making a lot of money because he's international over there. And he continues to host his Sirius XM channel, Soul Town. So while he has these accusations, he's actually 85 now, I believe. The lawsuit alleges that Robinson sometimes, here are the key details. The lawsuit alleges that Robinson, sometimes naked, forced himself on employees in the Chatsworth home and other locations. His wife, Frances Robinson, is also named in the suit with allegations that she was aware of the misconduct and created a hostile, discriminatory work environment. In December 2025, Robinson alleged that one of the accusers broke into a storage unit and stole some of his items. These accusers are not just, hey Montana, are not just women, but they're male and female that are making these accusations, but they're able to stay anonymous. So pretty much, we won't know. There'll be Jane and John Doe's. Didn't see you come in, Montana. I'm sorry. Hey. And then let's see yes, Mike. Ain't that crazy? And so Wright says a tour at 80, what he think he's Ron Carter or something. Yeah, so he's 85 years old. He was 84 when it started. He's now 85, and he's going on tour outside of the country. Y'all know when it's international, for some reason, internationally, they support you way more. They make way more money. So he's going out to the UK. So now I'm doing good, Montana. I'm doing good today. Thank you. I'm so glad to see you here. I didn't know if you had got my message. And so, right, Mike, the lawyer comes out and he was like, it's very obvious that this is just a money grab. This is all about his money, and they want to take him down. Pretty much that's what the lawyer is stating. Now, here's my thing though. When they talk about like him walking in naked and forcing himself on them, like, I'm going to tell you, I'm just going to go out on a limb. I love me some Smokey Robinson, right? We've never heard anything bad about him this entire career up until now. But what we've also see a trend of, people were afraid to come out and say what was going on with them. People wouldn't say anything because that was their livelihood and that's how they took care of their families. We see this trend with everybody that has these alleged accusations against them. So what I will go out on a ledge and say is that I wouldn't be shocked if it's true. Of course, I don't know, wasn't there, but I'm not shocked that they're even saying that these things happen. Smokey Robinson is a legend. He is well-to-do. He's one of those men with power, right? So I also am not going to put it past his spouse to have created a hostile environment. In that, let me say how I think it looks. It's her way or no way. If you're not doing it her way, you're either going to go back and do it or you can just get out. Like, I can see that happening, right? Because they're powerful people. I work for Smokey Robinson. I'm not going to leave my job. I don't want to lose my job because I work for like those things, right? But whenever they, just like in the other cases, they saw people starting to come out and not be afraid to say anymore. So now they're coming out of the woodwork and saying what their truth is. Whatever their truth is, they're saying it now because they see, and I believe it all started with Cassie. That's my thoughts. And people are seeing it. And so they come out of the woodwork and they're saying, from now on, we're going to speak up. We don't care. We're no longer afraid. We don't care about the money. We're already fired anyway. So we're going to tell it. Just like Bill Cosby. This man, Bill Cosby, just got another SA lawsuit against him from 1972, y'all. 1972. And they're coming out saying the same thing Smokey Robinson's accusers are saying, is that they're trying to, they're trying to what do they say? What they call it? That Smokey is trying to, I'm gonna tell y'all. Oh, I can't remember the word they used. Obstruct. I couldn't get that out. That Smokey's trying to obstruct the lawsuit, and that's what Bill Cosby's accusers are saying, that he's trying to obstruct and not show up for court and all these things. And both lawyers from Smokey Robinson and Bill Cosby are saying this is, like they always say, this is a money grab. I'm gonna tell you right now, I just feel like he's the money plus very popular back in the day. Who would believe him? Same with, it's the same stories. And I'm just going to tell you right now, when it comes to Bill Cosby admitted to giving these women rugs. You know what I'm saying? So you might as well admit to doing what you did once you gave them the drugs and made them pass out. Right? So if Bill Cosby was doing it, why wouldn't I believe that possibly Smokey Robinson could have been doing it too? And I love him. I love his music. I always have, because that's my daddy. My daddy listened to them people. And that's how I know them. And that's how I've grown to love the music. I'm just a music person anyway. But that doesn't mean that because I love your music that I'm not side-eyeing you because of what these people are saying. So I wouldn't be shocked if it's true. And I'm not shocked if somebody's out to grab money, to get money from them. And if they keep no, I ain't gonna say that. I'm not gonna even say that. That's not even nice. But this man, 85 years old, still going on tour. So his health must be intact. He still looks good. He's like, forget it. I can go make me some more millions and just continue doing what I'm doing. But that's what his lawyer is saying. That's what these accusers are seeing. Hold on, y'all, just a second. All right, y'all. Sorry about that. So anyway, we'll see what happens with Smokey Robinson. Court date is coming up with him as well, but his trial is not going to start till 2027. So I mean, he can go out on tour, he can do whatever he gonna do. So and just I don't know. I don't know. But what I will also say is that if you're going to take him to court, you better have your I's dotted and your T's crossed. Do not go in the court without, and we say this every time, don't walk in that courtroom without evidence, else you're going to be looking crazy. So what evidence do you have to be bringing about these accusations on these people? And if you have it, bring it. Let us see. Let us see. Bill Cosby, sure. But you think he started that? Came up with that? No, by a long shot, right? Other people around him showed him that back in college, YouTube frat boys. Right. So listen, I'm glad you said that, right? Because that's just how when we were covering the Diddy story, that's exactly what we talked about. Sean Combs started out being a straight up guy, right? He was just trying to go. He knew he wanted to be in the industry. And so he was just trying to be around the players in the industry that was already successful so that he could get a connection. Because if you know anything about the industry, it's about who you know, right? It's really about who you know that's going to determine how far you go in the business. So Diddy was trying to be around the players, right? All the ballers in the industry. And so when he landed that with come on, Harlem and Wright, tell me who his guy was that he moved in with that passed away. When he met him, he was the president of the music company. I'll be forgetting when I'll be moving on. the tip of my tongue. But anyway, so when he got into with him, he started meeting other people. But that was his connect right there when he got with him. Come on, Harlan, I'm waiting on you to tell me his name. And so when he connected with him, then that was his in. That was his foot in. So then Diddy started getting all these connections, right? Just like all the rest of them, getting these connections. Yet, I'm going to call it, in a sense, being groomed. No, the black guy, because he got him first. He connected with the black guy first, Andre Harrell. That's who he moved in with. Andre took him under his wing, and he started letting him meet people, taking him through the industry, and he eventually met up with Clive Davis, right? So, but Diddy, my opinion only, you guys, my opinion, Diddy was groomed. So when you say what you say here, right, Bill Cosby was groomed from the people that he came up under. Smokey Robinson was groomed from the people that he came up under, right? R. Kelly, in some way, some fashion, was groomed to be. These are taught behaviors. Now, there was some other things going on with Diddy and his mom in the house, where his mom was having parties and all those kind of things. Don't know what was going on with the parties, but there was a sense of grooming. They were taught these things. So when they knew what to do, Bill, like they tell Bill, you want to get in her pants, throw this in her drink, she's gonna pass out. You can have whatever you want. So it's all been a trickle effect. And the thing that I can see where it's going to kind of be under control, I don't think it's going to ever stop. There's still going to be people that try this stuff, right? But it's not going to be as popular to do that because people are speaking out now. People are awake now, and they're not going to let you. And it's independence now. They don't have to go to these. They don't have to go to these big labels, these big machines, because now what you have now in front of you is social media, and that one thing that goes viral, you become a star. So you don't have to sit on nobody's casting couch. You don't have to go into the labels and take their money and they tell you what to do, and then you got to pay all that money back. And if you don't do this, you don't get this. If you don't do this favor for me, then you're going to be blackballed. Like all that stuff, right? And so it's just a trickle effect. And so Bill Cosby, whoever the homies was that he was raised under. And that's so, the 1940s, the 1930s, like this stuff been happening in this industry. So anyway, Smokey Robinson is facing his accusers, men and women. And Bill Cosby is now having to go back to court on another SA charge after he done been to prison. And now he's got to go back to face the music. And you're talking about Smokey Robinson being 85 and going on tour. Bill Cosby's lawyer said, we are confident that he will beat these charges, and he is going to go back to stages and go back to his career and be a comedian and go on with his life. So these men is still doing that. They still working. They out here working. And I don't know how old Bill Cosby is. He about 80 something? So, there you have it. That's the entertainment world for you. All right. Don't forget to hit the like button, you guys. We appreciate y'all so much as you come in, hit 88 years old and still getting ready to go out on stage and make people, I guess he gonna make them laugh. I guess, but he's totally legally blind. Yep, Mike, he's 88 and blind. But hey, if you 88 and you can still go do your thing, that's me. I don't care. I'm gonna keep doing my thing till I can't. She's gonna bring the coins in for my family. Just let's get it. Let's get it. Hello, everybody. Thank y'all for being here. Don't forget, as you come in, hit the like button. It's a free way to support our channel. All right, let's move on. Enough about Smokey and Bill. They say he won't be appearing in court. Who, Bill? Well, that's why they're saying that the accusers are saying that he is trying to not appear in court. He doesn't want to show up for court. And so they're trying to work it out where he don't have to go to court. And that's why they're saying he's trying to obstruct the lawsuit because he don't want to show up for court. They're saying he's trying to get out of it. All right, so let's move on. So this is probably the last topic for tonight, but Nicki Minaj's sister Ming Lee shows up for Cardi B's concert. We all know Cardi B and Nicki Minaj do not mesh. They are not friends. They do not get along. They don't like each other, right? Well, I don't think that Nicki Minaj and her sister really talk or get along. I think she's a estranged sister. But the Barbs came at Ming Lee about showing up at Cardi B's concert. Is Ming Lee wrong, y'all, for going to the concert? She didn't come. It didn't look like with any malice, but I don't know what her intent was. Was she trying to get back at Nicki Minaj, or was she there because she looked like she was having herself a good time? So is she wrong for going to Cardi's concert knowing that Cardi and her sister have beef? So I was reading some of the blogs and I was reading some of the comments, right? And the people were saying in the comments that she's wrong for going to Cardi B's concert because, first of all, she's Nicki Minaj's sister. Second of all, yeah, it's Cardi B and Minaj and Nicki's beef, but because you're the sister, you have a platform because of your sister. You have things that you get to have because of your sister. And so you didn't support your sister. You kind of did her wrong for showing up at a Cardi B concert. Do y'all agree with those comments? Or do you say she can go to any concert she wants to? Like what? So let me tell you about me. I am my sister's keeper. Point blank. If my sister's not welcome, I'm not welcome. Period. You don't mess with my sister, you don't mess with me. That's just how we were brought up. That's just how we roll. That's just what it is. So I probably wouldn't have been at a Cardi B concert if my sister and Nicki are into it. Right said, right, that's your sister. Right said, was their intent or just enjoying the show? So Cardi B came out, right? And she was like, she didn't feel like, the girl is young. She didn't feel like she came there with any malice. And Cardi was like, I'm really not in it. Like, I'm just performing. Whoever want to come to the show can come to the show, because we also know that Stefan Diggs' mom showed up at her concert too. We'll talk about that in a minute. But Cardi B was really, I really could appreciate her saying, like, she's young, she wanted to come. I don't care who comes and supports me, but I'm not getting in it at all. I'm too old for that. I just want peace. Everything's going good in my life right now, and I want to keep it that way. So it doesn't seem to be from the outside looking in that there was intent. It looked like she was having herself a funky good time. So I took it as she just went in and was going to a bomb concert because that's what she was putting on. So there was, I don't know if she was upset with her sister and wanted to make a point or wanted to make Nicki Minaj feel away, but she was there. At this point about my money, did you pay for the show? Okay, cool. Right. And that's where Cardi was like, if you want to come see me, you bought your ticket and your friends' tickets and your friends' tickets. I don't care. Just don't come at me, because I didn't personally invite you and say, come. I'm saying the door is open. If you're paying for your tickets, run me my coins, whoever you are, right? Which Stefan Diggs' mom showed up at Cardi B's concert. Now, prior to her going to the concert, Stefon Diggs' mom also came out and was making subliminals towards Cardi, in that she was saying that she was saying, I taught my sons to be humble. And she was like, how can you be within a relationship where you guys are competing for the spotlight? Well, first of all, we wasn't really talking a lot about Stefon Diggs if it wasn't a sports talk, or outside. We wasn't really talking about Stefon Diggs before he got with Cardi B. Cardi B has always been in the spotlight, so I don't think she would have to fight him for the spotlight. So his mom kind of came and gave subliminals, but she still showed up to the concert. Was she wrong for coming to the concert, knowing that Cardi and Stefon ain't on good terms? I mean, she went to the Super Bowl and invited Cardi's enemy. Right? So what do y'all think? How am I saying? I'm a cutie. Oh, I'm a cutie pie. I'm a cutie pie. Hi, welcome to the channel. I had to get that. I'm a little slow. But welcome to the channel. What is I'm a cutie pie saying? It was nothing wrong with that girl going to the concert. Nicki talks about her own sister. She don't even like her. So yeah. So right, I'm a cutie pie. I saw that all in the comments, right? They was like, so because I kind of go look when I'm looking at other shows, and I look at the comments, and a lot of people in the comments was like, what are we mad about when Nicki don't even like this girl? She don't even get along with this girl. And so if she wanted to go to the concert and have a good time, what was wrong with that? Right? But again, from my perspective, as my sister, but again, me and my sister are in a good place too. So wherever my sister is not welcome, I wouldn't be welcome, or whatever. If my sister's into it with you, then you're into it with me, all that good stuff, right? But her and her sister are not on good terms. And I really, when I saw her in there, it just looked like she was having a good time. I don't know that there was any malice or anything like that. So again, people would say, right, well, how come she can't go to the concert and have a good time? Right? That's what people would say. But what are y'all saying about Stefon Diggs' mom? If you go look at the history, when they got together, Cardi and Stefon, they was hanging out together. The mama and Cardi was hanging out together. Cardi had reserved private planes and invited people from both sides of the family to the Super Bowl, only for the mom to invite Cardi's enemy, because that's who Stefon said. My mom invited her, right? And so she gave the enemy Cardi's seat. But then she went and then came out and did the subliminals and then showed up at her show. Is this just because she wanted to go have a good time? Or was she making a statement? Like, what about Stefon's mom? Oh yeah, she kept it class. I couldn't have been more proud of Cardi for the way she handled it. Right, because she could have, right? I am cutie pie. I am a cutie pie. I want to say it right. But yeah, she could have really been grimy with it. Ming Lee in our building, come on, but she doesn't, her and Nicki don't get along. And when she came out and she spoke about it, she spoke like a grown woman. I'm really, because y'all know Cardi mouth can be slick, but she didn't act like that. And I was proud of Cardi. That's my girl. That's my girl. Nobody is saying anything to me about Stefon's mom, y'all. Come on. What are you thinking? Right? What y'all thinking? Is it okay? Was it okay? Well, obviously it's okay. She went, but are we side-eyeing mom? Or are we seeing mom just came to have a good time? It don't matter what they going through. We ain't doing that. We're all grown. What is it? I think Cardi, her ass should have been there early. Shouldn't have been there either. I think Cardi trying to stay positive. You saying it right. Who is Nicki getting along with? Nobody at this point. Nicki don't like nobody but Donald Trump at this point. Okay? The mag. She's a MAGA. That's who she in love with right now. But yeah, Cardi is staying positive. I think Cardi really wants to. She's, things for Cardi B right now are really good. She has the #1 album So she has, let me tell you about Cardi. That's her best friend, right? Cardi B has the has sold the most records across the board under Taylor Swift. So it's Taylor Swift that sold the most, and then Cardi B's new album is right under Taylor Swift. Life is good for Cardi B. Cardi B has sold out every show on her tour so far. Sold out. Life is good for Cardi B. Cardi B don't have Stefan in her life no more. Life is good for Cardi B. Right? Right? Welcome everybody. Welcome, girl, little boy. What's up? So I think so what she's saying is that Cardi B is what she's saying is that I don't have time for this. I got it going on. It's my time right now. I'm shining and I don't want nothing to come in between what I have going on. She even brought her little girl out on stage. Like, look, I got my daughter. We ain't doing none of that. We gonna act like grown folk up in here. She said, she told her crowd at one of her concerts, and I think somebody had got into a fight and she tripped over something trying to look at the fight, right? She's like, look at here, y'all. Don't be fighting at my show because I'm nosy and I want to watch and I'll be done tripped and hurt myself. Don't be coming up in here fighting at my show. We came here to have a good time. I'm really liking who Cardi B is right now in this moment. Be about your business, be about your money and keep it moving. That's what it's about. Like you need what, grown boy? Grown GLB, what you need? I'm gonna call you GLB. Be about your money. I mean, you work so hard, you kick butt to get because we hadn't heard from Cardi B. We got the worrying, like, are we gonna get another album? And Cardi B went in that studio, she laid it down, she came up with the baddest album, in my opinion, and she's out on tour. And she is selling out like crap. Like she just has it going on right now. She got a Netflix documentary getting ready to come out. She just spent to build in Chicago for what is she building in Chicago? Like she just got it going on. I'm about to tell y'all, unless one of y'all know can put it in the chat. Cardi B. Yeah. Balcony's Academy of Hope boarding school for the homeless in Chicago. She just put money towards $175 million towards building an academy for a boarding school for the homeless children in Chicago. You think that's tight. That's tight. I'm loving it. I'm loving everything about Cardi B right now. Yep. Cardi B makes history with $175 million contract to build the Balcony's, which is named after her, Academy of Hope. I'm so proud of her. That's my homegirl. I wonder why she picked Chicago when she's from New York. I wonder what like when she went and was at the table having these meetings. I wonder why it ended up being Chicago and not New York. But I mean, either way, that's a big deal. Like I'm proud for her. Real money. Most of these celebs put 100,000 here or there, like nothing to them. Oh yeah, it says $175 million. She's rich. I'm rich. But she's doing it in a way that is making it positive. Like if you guys ever follow Cardi B or know anything about her, Cardi B is really a genuine, soft-hearted person. She'll tell you a story about Cardi B. Right. So that's what I'm thinking. Like, who determined that? Who made that decision? Was it business partners? Was it, I'm just curious about that. That's a question I would love to have the answer to. But Cardi B will tell you about this time. She was staying in a hotel, really nice hotel, right? And when she came down, the woman at the front desk had her little girl at work with her and had her little girl to get down under the desk because they didn't want Cardi B to see that she had brought her child to work with her. So Cardi went on and did what she had to do. She left and she came back. She came back with snacks for the little girl. And she told the woman, she said, my mom used to have to do the same thing. And I would have to go to work because my mom had to go to work because we were poor. And so she said, so I commend you for that. And here's this, here's that. Brought her a lot of stuff. And that's just who she is. That's who Cardi B is. Even outside of the rough side of her, she does have a real big heart. So, and it just pays off. It just pays off. There was rumors that her and Stefan was trying to get back together. And I'm like, I am Cutie Pie. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. So I am Cutie Pie says, what do you think about Tasha K? They said she does a lot of people in New York as well. She does a lot for New York as well. I'm a fan. She just keeps it real and she hasn't changed. Are we talking about Tasha K, right? So let me tell you about Tasha K, how I feel about Tasha K. I like Tasha K. I have nothing against Tasha K. At all. Some things that she say or do I don't like, but I mean that's everybody, right? I do a lot of stuff people don't like either. I got a message the other day, it's like, I can't, your voice irritates me. I was cracking up because that's just who people are. But for me, I like Tasha K. It's just some things that, like I said, she does that I don't like, but for the most part, I like her. And I'm just glad when our Black women can build, like Tasha K built her platform up to over 1 million followers, right? She said from nothing. She said she was ranting today. She said she came from nothing. She said they didn't have food on the table, so she had to work while she was in school, and she didn't have clothes, so she wore her work uniform to school. And so she's very passionate about her business. And what I really like about Tasha K is Tasha K, she's putting her own money into her businesses, right? She's not going out, is what she's telling us, right? And which is a good thing. She's not going out like borrowing money from people or asking people to do this or do that. But her and her husband are building an empire, right now, a small empire around them, and it steady grows because she got a lot going on. And so I think that'll continue to grow. And so I'm excited for Tasha K. I was going to say to the next point, are we talking about Tasha K doing something for New York? So then she says, I mean, Cardi B do a lot for New York. Okay. And thank you again for the support. I really do appreciate it. So yeah, so I think Cardi B does a lot for, like, she loves where she comes from. She loves where she comes from. And I think, and Harlem, chime in here, I think that I recall Cardi doing a lot for people in the Bronx. She goes back home and she often goes there. She loves the Bronx. She loves where she comes from, so she does a lot. But I was thinking, is she seeing Tasha K does a lot for New York now? But you were just wanting to know what I felt about Tasha. Yeah, I like Tasha. Just keeps it real and hasn't changed. Yep, that's what I think. That's what I'm thinking. So anyway, was just curious about, what you guys thought about Ming Lee going to the concert, if y'all thought that was a big deal. But yeah, you could see it both ways. I think you could see it both ways. She does, but I just wonder why she chose Chicago. Yeah, that was just my question. I don't think that Cardi B, that's one person that you can say loves where she comes from and will support. But again, that was the huge question for me too, Harlem. I'm like, okay, but you're from the Bronx, and we know there's a lot of homeless kids there. And who's to say that that's not next, right? You don't know what she's coming out of what she got up her sleeve. So if this works out in Chicago, she may say, okay, now we need to take it home and do it for the Bronx as well. Yep. Thank y'all for being here. Go ahead and hit the like if you have not already hit the like. Think about becoming a member to this channel as well. If you guys didn't see the interview that we had with Darren Henson, go check that out. And we're going to have more interviews like that coming up. We also have the woman that did the Bobby Brown Whitney Houston reality show. we have her coming on next. So we'll be having her coming up. We'll have a lot of good interviews coming up. So I'm excited about it. And then Wright says, depending on where in New York, it might be easier to get it done in Chicago. Zoning is so yeah, I'm sure there's a valid reason. I just don't know why, but I'm sure there's reasons. And whatever it is, she'll work around it. And I don't she'll do something huge for the Bronx. She says, my only thing about Tasha is that she will lie. Yep. And that's what I said. There are some things, you know what I'm saying? There are some things that she does that I don't like, but for overall, I love her as a woman. My only thing about Tasha is that she will lie and she will do anything for a story. If she wouldn't have been laughing about Pri being her cousin, and if she wouldn't have been laughing or lying about Pri being her cousin and trying to clown her about the Super Bowl. So help me with this, because she talked about it today, about Pri today. And she was like, Pri is my cousin and I could talk about her. But then she was like, Pri was married to her cousin or have a baby by her cousin. So is Pri her cousin, or is Pri's boyfriend her like, help me, is that really her cousin? She talked a little bit about it today, but she kind of confused me in saying that she had a baby by her cousin. So I wasn't sure. But yeah, I mean, Tasha does some things. She does. But overall, yeah, I do like her. Let me see what you're saying here. Oops. Sorry about that. Thinking about it in New York City might not want to be bothered after Puff, because he had charter school. Yeah. True facts. Didn't even think of it that way. After he had those charter schools, and then this happened. Tell me more, Mike. You don't know what? Tell me more. Yeah, she was laughing at Cardi about Pri. She probably like, oh, okay. Well, I don't think it was funny about that. I think that was rude, because Cardi, again, her big old heart that she has, it was confirmed that she had rented private jets and she put them in the hotel where the players stay, and then got done like that. But that's why she balling out of control. That's why she on top of her game right now, and she is that girl right now. It's her time right now. I'm kind of biased to Cardi B. So Rice says at Harlem that and Bay-Z was trying to build a casino. Yeah, they you and the Bay-Z. I'm telling you, Harlem, he's so funny to me. His responses, I'll be cracking up. He'd be so serious. But yeah, that could be a problem too. The Puff thing and Jay trying to have that casino there. It could be a plethora of things, but at the end of the day, what she's doing in Chicago is a great thing. It's a good thing. I just never have heard her talk even much about Chicago at all. So that's just why I was wondering. So anyway, y'all, it's been good conversation tonight. I really appreciate y'all. Don't forget that the time goes up, spring forward. Move your clocks up, and it is actually midnight where y'all are. No. It's 11:30 where y'all are on the East Coast. In 30 minutes, it will be 2 o'clock your time. 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. It'll be 1 o'clock your time instead of 12 o'clock. So don't forget to spring forward with your clocks tomorrow. So don't forget, y'all, we got some pretty good prison guard. Oh, we got some pretty good interviews coming up. Cannot wait. I really am interested in. So I'll tell y'all a little story about Whitney Houston. Like Whitney Houston is my ultimate favorite best artist of all times. And so I remember whenever she started, great show. I'll be back when you have your next show. Thank you. So let me tell y'all when our shows are. We are live Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday. In between those times, so Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday. But in between those times, we do post shorts. And then if something is breaking or we just feel like a impromptu, then we go live. But don't forget, we're going to be watching Krishan Rock's boxing match live right here, live next month. So be with us for that. And we have amazing, amazing interviews coming up. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday lives. Thank you, though, for that. I really appreciate you being here, Mike, and engaging in the conversation. This was a good show, I believe, too, tonight. Thank y'all. And then, so anyway, back to Whitney Houston. So when I heard she was going to do this, reality show with Bobby Brown, that kind of disturbed me. This was my first time on your live. I will come back. Thank you. Oh, thank you for I Am Cutie Pie, and thank you for supporting me with the what do you call them? Because I don't get them a lot. With the payments, the $5 and the $2. Listen, I am so humbled, and I really appreciate that. And I thank you for coming, and I hope you come back. I hope you subscribe. I hope you become a member and enjoy what we have going over here. And tell your friends. Tell your friends, girl. Anyway, so I'm gonna go to in a minute, but I have to tell y'all this story. So I was like, why? Super chat. See, Harlem and Wright, without them, I don't know what I would do because I'd be forgetting. I don't get them. Yeah, super chats. I don't get them. So I'm appreciative. But anyway, so I was like, why are you? I don't move anything. All the clocks move automatically except the micro. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like I was just, I'm thinking about the people have alarm clocks by their bed still. I don't. But your microwave and your oven will not change itself. But even your cars change the time. So anyway, yeah, Mike, I'm a little slow over here. I be needing some help over here remembering. But anyway, let me stop getting distracted. So I was like disturbed that she was going to do this reality show with Bobby Brown, and it wasn't really. I mean, I watched it because I'm a fan. But it really didn't put her in a good light. But being with Bobby Brown didn't put her in a good light, nor put him in a good light. So I ain't gonna break. But anyway, so whenever I connected with this lady, she's the one that put the show together and worked with Whitney and Bobby. And so I said, I got to interview this woman and see all about how it was working with them and her honest opinions about them. So we are going to have her on the show, I believe, March the 10th. We're going to have an interview with her. So y'all can come back for that. We have a lot of good interviews coming up. So other than that, I think that's all for tonight. I appreciate everybody being here. If you didn't hit the like on the way in, hit it on the way out. Again, if you have not become a member, think about becoming a member of the channel. And also thank you to our new subscribers, y'all. Thank y'all for subscribing. We appreciate y'all. I hope y'all have a good night. Have a good Sunday. Watch for our Zooms. Watch for our shorts that we post when we're not live. Again, our lives are Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday. Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday. All right, y'all. Have a good night. We'll talk soon. Bye. Oh, I did not know that, Harlem. New Edition was nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Where do I go vote? Because I'm definitely doing it. I'll go find it. I want that to happen for them. All right, for real, I'm going now, y'all. Good night. Thank y'all. Send it to me, Harlem, please, if you will. All right, we out.